myself for every one of Terence Crawford's opponents in the past, because I know it was very hard. It's difficult to prepare for a fighter like Terence Crawford because you don't know what he's bringing to the ring that night. Either he's going to stand southpaw or orthodox. But the difference is that Israil Madrimov is the same way as Terence Crawford. He fights lefty like if he was a right-hander, and that's what we've been.
Fighting Israil seems to be a major mistake for Terence Crawford. Famous promoter Eddie Hearn is boldly predicting that WBA junior middleweight champion Israil will win via knockout. His audacious prediction adds even more excitement to this thrilling showdown. Eddie Hearn, a boxing promoter, stated on X that he is prepared to knock out Terence Crawford in Los Angeles. He believes this fight will propel Israil Madrimov into stardom, and if Israil Madrimov prevails over Crawford, it will send shockwaves through the boxing world. The fight is expected to be broadcast live on DAZN Network. Crawford is so highly regarded by the community that many consider him to be almost unbeatable. By early 2025, there is even talk that he may go up to super middleweight and challenge Canelo Alvarez. Although Madrimov has the strength and skill to go up against Crawford, his inability to put together potent combinations hurts his chances of defeating the Nebraska native. If Madrimov had the devastating one-punch knockout power of great hitters like Julian Jackson, he would not be in danger against Crawford. The dynamics of the battle would completely shift, but because of his lack of strength in his hitting approach, Crawford would require fewer combinations, and a single well-placed blow could win it all. Crawford's journey to face Canelo first requires a victory over Madrimov on August 3. This match will be a crucial indicator of Crawford's readiness to ascend to the 168 bits division for a showdown with Canelo. If Crawford prevails over Israil Madrimov and Canelo, His Excellency Turki Alek will need to conjure an even greater challenge for him. Canelo's recent bout, in which he grappled unexpectedly against a seemingly unremarkable Jaime Munguia, casts doubt on his dominance and opens the door for a potential Crawford victory. David Benavidez and Dimitri Bivol. This ought to be the next move. Should Crawford defeat Canelo, he wouldn't need to go up to 154, so they have plans and are anticipating what will happen. As for me, I have plans of my own, including winning on August 3rd and say Israil Madrimov to fight hype. Speaking about Crawford, Israil Madrimov feels uneasy about his apparent focus on a potential fight with Canelo, as though the fight against him is just a stepping stone. Nevertheless, this dismissiveness strengthens Israil Madrimov's resolve because he knows it's his duty to show the 36-year-old Crawford that he's not someone to be taken lightly. I focus just on winning the battle. We can discuss everything else afterward. I don't think about anything else. According to Madrimov, Andre Ward's assistance to Terence Crawford during sparring sessions may benefit him, but it's possible that it won't show in the ring if it inspires and benefits him. Bivol is assisting me with my fight preparation. Crawford and 40-year-old Andre Ward's workout sessions haven't generated much controversy. We all choose our paths. Israil Madrimov's career choice was in professional boxing, while my path was in amateur boxing, which is why he only has 11 fights as a pro compared to Crawford's 40. Ward's fighting style is very different from Crawford's, and the workout footage shows Ward not looking to be in peak condition. Madrim's lengthy amateur career, compared to Crawford's professional career, has probably given him superior experience. In the amateur ranks, Madrim faced many elite opponents. Crawford's professional record is padded with victories over weaker opponents from both his early and later career phases. However, once we entered the professional ranks, we took the difficult route, choosing to fight 10 times, 6 of which were title eliminators and all of which featured extremely difficult opposition. Yes, he is more well-known, but that's my chance to say that, even though I have a lot of respect for Israil. Tony Bellew, the WBA light middleweight champion, is of the opinion that Terence Crawford will continue to perform admirably and cannot be defeated by the USC boxer. Bell stated in an exclusive interview with Dune that while most opponents would find it difficult to back against Madrimov, Crawford is unique. He is one of the greatest fighters of his generation, and he doesn't appear to be slowing down. As the showdown approaches, Terence Crawford is getting ready to take on WBA super welterweight champion Israil Madrimov this Saturday. Israil Madrimov is an excellent fighter with many outstanding qualities, and you've heard Eddie talk about how outstanding he is. He may have some good moments in the fight, but Crawford is on another level to most fighters, and I think he'll win again. This highly anticipated match will take place in Los Angeles, marking the debut of Riyadh Season's U.S. event in partnership with Eddie Hearn's Matchroom, who represents the undefeated Israil Madrimov. Prior to fight week, a face-off photo shoot was arranged at __ Stadium. Eddie Hearn acted fast to seize the chance to elicit a passionate video response from Bud Crawford. Crawford retaliated, recalling how Hearn had supported his maiden world title win in Scotland over Ricky Burns. Crawford joked that the last time he looked, he was 3-0 against Hearn, highlighting his winning streak in matches that Hearn has sponsored and making reference to defeating Hearn's top champion in the process. The lighthearted rep party turned serious when Hearn commented on Crawford's behavior prior to the Madrimov bout. Hearn noted to Crawford that he seemed very nervous, noting that his energy appeared off. Hearn expressed concern for Crawford's performance on Saturday, suggesting that he might not be taking the fight seriously. Hearn joked that Crawford still owed him for a hotel breakfast and said that the Burns fight ought to have ended in a draw.
I don't think you can hoop.
What? I definitely can't hoop. Well, I can hoop. I'm probably still better than you at hooping as well. But I'm definitely
You ain't better than me in nothing.
Darts.
And talking, that's it.
Talking?
You talk a good game. You ain't better than me in nothing.
Darts.
Nothing.
Darts.
Nothing.
Darts.
Today.
You're very nervous today. I don't know what's wrong with you.
I've been here.
Your energy's all off.
I've been here.
I'm worried about you on Saturday.
Last time I
don't think you're taking this fight right.
I'm 3-0 against you, sir.
That doesn't matter.
3-0.
One was against Ricky Burns. You're 135 pounds. Who is
That's
that
your
one?
best champion.
Despite the playful banter, it's clear that the mental game is fully engaged. Crawford faces a major challenge from Madrimov, who boasts an impeccable 10-0 record and competed at 154 pounds throughout his career. Crawford, who weighed 135 pounds when he started his career, has carefully won every division until this crucial one. In addition to Isaac Pitbull Cruz risking his super lightweight belt to support the main event, two exciting heavyweight bouts will be heating up the ring on the undercard. The stakes are extremely high as Andy Ruiz Jr. faces Gerald Miller and the highly skilled Jared Anderson faces Martin Mo. Fans and analysts alike are nervous about Crawford's ability to handle the pressure and mental gymnastics of fighting Mad, who possesses formidable strength and skill. This fight could be a turning point in the fighters' careers, changing the welterweight division for years to come. As fight night approaches, all eyes will be on Crawford to see if he can overcome his toughest opponent to date and add another title to his impressive resume.
That's your best champion.
That was your hardest fight.
That's your best champion.
That was your hardest fight.
Why would you disrespect your best champion?
This is going to be your hardest fight, Saturday.
That's your best champion.
Yeah,
Why would
115,
you disrespect
113. Should have been a draw.
Never.
See the scorecards?
See, man, where Ricky at, man? I like Ricky, dude. Where Ricky at? Man, you disrespectful.
You robbed him in Scotland.
You disrespectful.
You robbed him in Scotland.
I robbed him.
Yeah.
Instructor within the sacred walls of his famed gym in Indio, California, Joel Diaz's journey has come full circle. He first marveled at the extraordinary talent of a young Terence Crawford, and now, with his junior middleweight champion Israil Madrimov, he is methodically plotting Crawford's possible downfall. It's an extremely difficult task. It is an honor to work on a strategy to defeat Terence Crawford because he is the best fighter, pound for pound, and incredibly well-rounded. We have a solid fighter and a fantastic approach. Diaz told ProBox TV that undefeated 3-division champion Terence Crawford hopes to add a 4th title to his resume when he fights Israil Madrimov, the World Boxing Association title holder. A victory could put Crawford in direct conflict with 4-division champion Saul Canelo Alvarez. Diaz is aware that Crawford, a native of Nebraska, leads a Spartan lifestyle and exercises unbridled authority. We've had good left-handers, right-handers, and speed guys, so we'll be ready. We'll expect plans A, B, and C versus Terence Crawford. We know who we're stepping into the ring against. In the early going of his professional career, with fewer than 10 bouts under his belt, a young Crawford was sent to Indio by his manager Cameron Duncan, where he trained alongside another Duncan. Diaz said you never know what to expect with Crawford and Madrimov because of the same way they both dominate their stances from both sides. Encourage future Hall of Famer Timothy Bradley Jr. to win 2 divisions. Crawford was a tremendous talent who displayed the skills that would propel him to lightweight world titles, establish him as the undisputed 140-pound champion, and eventually win every welterweight title. This extraordinary exactly 1 year ago today, Diaz's journey reached its zenith when he decisively defeated Errol Spence Jr. via TKO in the 9th round. Since then, he has watched Israil, Madrimov go from being a seasoned amateur with over 300 matches under his belt to a rising star eager to make his professional debut against the then 154-pound champion Hearn. Diaz claimed to be completely disciplined in order to unnerve his opponents and make things difficult for Crawford. Israil is quite certain that in September, Crawford will turn 37. Madrimov, who usually weighs about 175 pounds, poses hurdles for the seasoned champion to overcome in terms of both age and stature. According to Diaz, people who are familiar with boxing understand how old each camper is and how many things offer me hope. Crawford is now up to 154 and was excellent at 40. With a solid 154, Madison will see how he is affected by Crawford's blows. Alvarez's personal experience dropping back to light heavyweight and failing to trouble Dmitry Bivol, his close friend, stablemate, and reigning light heavyweight champion at the time, provides the basis for the theory. Bivol's convincing victory in 2022 further supports this view. I have a lot of hope that Israil will emerge. Triumphant Diaz claimed to have observed Israil Madrimov's extraordinary athleticism. He was a former gymnast with talents in martial arts combat and wrestling. Regarding Diaz's appearance, Pro Box TV's Deep Waters commentator Paulie Mullengy said Joel Diaz knows how to bring out the best in a fighter and that the threat posed by Israil Madrimov is real. Diaz said that he grows stronger every round and that he is incredibly smart. Chris Algieri noted that Israil Madrimov is a strong opponent. Diaz has effectively emphasized the reason behind Madrimov's flip in allegiance. As expectation grows, the fluidity of that discipline and experience heightens the intensity of this battle. DAZN has released the second installment of 40 Days, providing an exclusive behind-the-scenes look at both fighters' training camps as they prepare for the showdown. In this episode, we explore the paths taken by each fighter to get to their current heights. Crawford thinks back to his crucial moment in 2013 when he got a last-minute call to battle Bruce Prescott. This fight was Crawford's big stage debut, and HBO broadcast it, paving the way for a number of subsequent high-profile bouts.
I think that Terence Crawford is one of the best fighters of our generation.
You're behind on the scorecards. Crawford's like, what? What did he do? He came up and knocked Sean Porter out.
On the other hand, Madrimov has undergone an absolutely astounding transformation under Joel Diaz's tutelage. From an outstanding amateur, Madrimov has developed into a formidable professional fighter known for his dynamic footwork, strong defense, and multidirectional power. These attributes have led many to believe that Madrimov, despite his impressive skills, could pose a serious challenge to Crawford. He continues to be methodical in his preparation, spending enough time researching his opponents.